What is going on YouTube? My name is Nicolo Regano and I'm here with another video, and it's a bald burst fade with long curly hair, and it's a Mohawk as well. So we're gonna do things a little differently for this video. I wanted to try something else, so I just got an action camera, which is like a GoPro that I could put on my head or a hat, and so I've been filming with this. I really like the quality and the angle of the camera. I think it captures it very well. And this is really not a tutorial, it's more of just a barber experience through my eyes. So I'm using the Walls balding clipper to get the first initial guideline. And with the burst fade, you really want to have it's like a crescent moon shape around their head. So it's not like a traditional fade how you're going, you know, straight across or with the shape of their head in the back. You know, it's more of a crescent moon on the side, and you want to build off that for the rest of your guidelines in the fade. So I'm going to follow up with the full shaver here, get it extra close after the bald shave or the bald region. And my client here, he's been growing his hair out for a long time. He likes to grow it out really long on top and get the sides faded up. And so he'll go with this almost like a Mohawk look. So I'm very sure that I don't really raise the lines too far on the ridge of his head. So you'll see me stop at a certain point and do clipper over comb, and I think it blends nicely. And this is a popular style nowadays. You see a lot of kids doing this. It's almost like an Odell look, and he's gonna get two lines in the back of his head too, like on each side. So I always try to make sure they're symmetrical. And I'll show you later in the video how you can do that with your fingers. So tell me what you think about the action camera. I love it. I love recording with it. I think it has a very clear picture, and you know, it's very easy to see through my eyes. I really like that idea. So I think I'm gonna keep rolling with it, and I'm gonna keep making videos, even tutorials. So let me know what you think in the comments. So I have one guard here all the way open, and I'm just really touching on that line. I'm not really going past it. I'm just kind of flicking at that line, trying to get it to blend. So I always go with the higher guard than what I expect it is, because I never want to raise a line. So I'll throw in a higher guard and then work my way down if it's not cut.
Young.
So right here, I'm going to push the hair away to get out of my way, and you could use clips if you want. You can use hair clips to get out of the way, but it wasn't bothering me or anything. So I'm just really clipping over comb the ridge region of his head. I don't go up too high, so obviously he doesn't want that much length off on the sides. He likes it to hang over a little bit, so I'm cautious of that. And again, when you're doing your clipper over comb, some people like to do it with the blade closed. I prefer it open. I prefer it like a true one, all the way open. Gives you a little bit of room for error. And you'll see me swipe across, swipe up. Swiping across will take down the bulk. Swiping up will clean up behind. And I just go back and deep. Pretty much without a whole haircut, because because that's what barbering is. I always preach that. So I think I finally found the right lighting in this room, and so you'll see me check in the mirror. Always double check in the mirror to really see the real picture. Look at it from different angles, different lighting, to really check your to cross check your cut. So I'm gonna line him up here and get started on his chin strap. So these are my Andy Slim lines, and I actually just got that thing. It's from the barber company, or I'm sorry, the Rich Barber Company. They might have a couple out there, but I believe they're the first one to get it out there. It's not patent yet, but it's called On the Money. It's a blade setter. So it comes with a couple different sizes for different trimmers, and you take the blades off, put it in there, screw it in, and it pretty much almost zero gaps your trimmers. But not too much to the point where, you know, it's going to be biting people, but just be cautious of that. You want a light touch with it. But I'll put the link in the description for that, and you guys can check that out. And for sake on timing for the video, I decided to skip the other side of his head. It's going to be the same exact steps, but you can see the results afterwards. So you'll see here I'm lining up, or I'm putting in the lines on the other side, and to make sure they're symmetrical, like I said, this is what you can do with your fingers, or you can check in the mirror. I just kind of use my fingers, make sure everything's even, and you could do this with lines on either side. You could do this with when you're checking beards, making sure everything's symmetrical, hairlines, everything. Always make sure that everything is even. That's what we're learning a lot in school, or I'm learning at least, just through cutting, and my instructors will always make sure that I know that. So it's definitely important. Just figured I'd share that little tip with you guys. And if you're a barber and you're maybe just starting out, I recommend you get a little steamer like this one right here. It's a portable steamer. It'll steam all your towels, make them extra hot. And you always want to make sure you air it out first. You don't want to put that fresh on them. I learned that the hard way. So, I laid it down there, cool off a little bit. You could shake it, and always test it on your wrist before you put it on a client's skin. You don't want to burn them. That's very important. So I'm going to dust any loose hairs off his neck. Again, just making sure everything's symmetrical. So here it is. I check my wrist, and boom, right on his neck. Nice and steamy for him. So I'm going to grab the Tomb 45 shave gel. It's a great product, smells great. It's perfect lather if you're doing some razor work, even if it's just outline. And I always prefer a clear gel rather than the cream when I'm doing an outline shave. If you're doing like a full face shave, sure, you could do cream, gel. It's really just the barber's preference. So I'm going to have some aftershave here. It's Elegance aftershave. I think it's called Invigorating. Very good product, smells great. And always make sure you ask the client if they're allergic to any alcohol or toners or anything like that. Because some people can break out, so you just want to make sure of that before you just put it on them. And I think I just saw something that I wanted to clean up here, so always make sure you go back, clean something up. And this right here is a Clubman's gel. It's it's like a really light hold, but this is what he said he used, so I just figured I'd apply that on him. And for curly hair like this, you could just really play with it. You don't need a comb or anything. You just kind of work it in with your hands and get it to fit his style as best as you can. So I'm going to take off the drape, dust it off, dust his neck off, and that's a full service, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. That is the final product. I'm going to drop more videos like this, like a POV. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to follow my Instagram. Until next time.